Okay, tonight I'm making mango raspberry jam. However, I'm substituting strawberries. They're slightly more acidic, so they'll work out great. Now I've already got my 5.5 cups of sugar measured into my bowl. This is one that calls for one package, 1.75 ounces of premium fruit pectin. This is not the low sugar, it's regular. And we've already taken care of finely chopping the mangoes and crushing the strawberries, and I already put the pectin in here. So I'm going to get this stirred in and then turn on the heat and get ready to make jam. So I'll bring you back. Okay, it's beginning to come to a boil. I wanted to add that I'd already put the 2 tablespoons of lemon juice in here too, which it calls for. It doesn't really specify bottled or fresh, but I used bottled because, as you may or may not know, mangoes are sort of low acid fruit. So the lemon juice and the strawberries both contribute to the acidity in here. These are only done in half-pint jars, which will reduce the water activity, making it less available for bacteria to grow. Because it is a full sugar recipe. Jams that are canned with low acid fruit are always full sugar recipes, because the sugar does help in this instance. Okay, it's starting to boil, so I'm going to add my sugar all at once. This is pure cane sugar. Now I need to get that stirred in, and I will bring you back. After you put the sugar in, you bring the jam up to a boil that is a hard rolling boil that cannot be stirred down. So I'm just going to stir gently. Oh, I forgot. I'm going to add a little bit of butter, like a half a teaspoon of butter, which will help reduce some of the foaming, because I'm going to have to skim the foam when I get ready to put it in the jars. I don't want the foam in there. If I sound tired, it's because I am. Because today I've already canned some raw packed chicken. You can see these are still boiling. It's chicken soup and a quart of chicken broth that I canned at the same time as the chicken soup. So, it's 5 pints of chicken, 2 quarts of chicken soup, 1 quart of broth, and 1 Classico jar of thighs and legs. Alright. So let me get this boiling and I'll bring you back and show you what it looks like. Okay, I've reached a boil that cannot be stirred down. It's still quite a bit of foam, but strawberries have a lot of air in them. Anyway, so I'm going to set my timer for 1 minute. Then I'll bring you back when I get ready to put it in the jars. Okay, I've had my jars heating in my steam canner. So I'm getting ready to start with the first one. Ooh. Get it over here. Ladle in there. Allowing the jam to sit for just a few minutes and then stirring it through helps somewhat with fruit float, but it won't entirely prevent it. Sorry about the steam. Alright, let me get this started into the jars. It's supposed to make 7 half pints, so we'll see. Let's see where that's at. A little bit more in there, because you just need a 1/4 inch headspace. Okay, that's good. Now, I forgot to wet this. Okay. Now, wipe the rim. Get all the sugary jam off of it. Get a clean lid and ring. You do not have to preheat your lids. Just wash them and set aside. Okay, that's it for that one. So after I get them all filled, I'll bring you back. Okay, I actually wound up with 8 half pints. I thought I followed the recipe directions exactly, but it seems like sometimes these recipes make a little more, a little less, whatever. So I'm about to put the canner lid on. Okay, and it will vent out of here for 7 or 8 minutes till it gets a pretty long plume of steam. And then I'll watch up here to see when that indicator gets over into the dark green. Then I'll bring you back. I got about a quarter of a cup, almost a quarter cup of foam off the top of that jam. I just want to let you know this recipe came out of this book. There it is. And it's towards the front of the book. And it says to follow, for each of the following jams, follow the method for Saskatoon berry jam above, but use the quantity of fruit and other ingredients in the variation. So there's the Saskatoon berry jam. So that's the directions I followed for this recipe, but with strawberries instead of raspberries. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of raspberries, but sometimes I like them a little bit. So I'll bring you back when I get ready to set my timer. Okay, it's getting into the dark green area, so now I'm going to set my timer for 10 minutes. Okay, can you hear them popping? The timer went off. Waited 5 minutes before I opened the lid. So now I'm about to take them out. They look good. Pretty. Jam is usually always pretty, especially strawberry. And there's how much we've got left from various jams that we've made the past couple of days. Set them out here on this towel. Let them cool overnight. Tomorrow I'll be able to wash them up. Take off the rings, wash them up, and label them. So 8 half pints of strawberry mango, which started out, the recipe started out as strawberry. It's raspberry mango. So there you go. It's and we already tasted it out of the pot, and it's very, very good. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe.